Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at a client's house. As you can see here, it is in the middle of being put together. And I like about this video today is you can see the wires around this place. And every time you have a wire, you're going to have a body voltage or energy coming off 6 to 9 feet, which again, every wire in this place is going to put off a field, okay, 6 to 9 feet. And if there's a miswire, it can actually be much further than that. But this is a great example. So when you're living in your house, now what's unique about this place here, this is a slab house. So a slab house, you're gonna have less energy on the floor. You're not gonna have any from the voltage or electrical fields, is because there's no wires. It's all concrete. So I do want to talk about, we do have a smart meter on back here, but we do have a meter disconnect combo. And then I go back to the panel, and everything is off in the house. There's nothing running. We do have access to power, but everything's off. And then here's our panel here. Which is, if you took the panel, we did already take the panel off, and it's been, the grounds and neutrals have been separated. So here's my team over here. We have my electrician, and we have the homeowner. She's gonna be Vanna White here. So we are showing, she's showing, if I click on this, as she walks around here, now she has 2.6 volts of energy. So we wanna be above 50 millivolts. Now walk around here a little bit, just walk around. So as you get further away from the wires, it drops off. So she is basically like a human antenna, okay? And what we want to do is not have the body become a human antenna. And I go down toward the ground, sit down low. So there's no wires in the concrete, so it's even lower. And then as we walk over here, thank you very much. So we have a Stetzer, 350 millivolts, and then we have our GS units. And then we have my, is this guy going still here? We'll turn this guy back on. There we go, we'll turn it back on. So you see, this is all the energy. This is your 6-year cycle, 60 times a second, okay? And this is showing there's a little bit of a harmonic there at the top, not much, a little bit of a harmonic there, but this is actually the voltages or the energy or the kilohertz energy above the 6-year cycle, okay? And I want to show you that. And if I click on this, right now, at that bottom click there, that shows me that is at almost 1.7 volts, 1.07 volt, basically 1 volt. If I go to the top, at this point here, we're at 1.2 volts. So if you add those two together, it's basically like 2.4 volts, which kind of makes sense because I go back to Vanna here real quick. Now she's further away from the wires here. I'm turn this on here. Now walk closer to the wires and then watch how this goes up. So this is a very inexpensive way. Now she's over 3.5 volts. Over here. Yeah, so she's picking up all the energy. The reason why it's higher is because she's a human antenna. There's more surface space for her body to absorb and then actually convert it to the energy we call electrical fields. So this is one part of the electromagnetic fields. We have the electrical field, which is what we're dealing with right now, which is the energy coming off the wires. You see all the wires around the house. And every time you have these, all these fields come off. Well, I'm talking about this today because we have data centers which is adding to the grid energy here. Now let's go and find out which frequencies are coming off the 6-year cycle here. I'm gonna go and X out of this here real quick and go to the spectrum view. Okay, here we go. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna have you hold on this and I'm gonna be able to have my hands free here. So kind of get around and show you the spectrum view here. All right, so we want to know what frequencies are coming off your wires, which you see them around the house here. It's not like you have to have a lot of creativity and the imagination. So there they are. Look at all this. None of this here is 20 kilohertz. That could be your inverters. It could be something to do with your solar power right through here. It could be smart meters through here. It could be, solar is a big thing I see here. And then you have variable speed motors. Usually around 30 kilohertz right here is the variable speed motors. Then we got these guys over here. So the good news is we can eliminate that. Now one way is you get MC cable, which is a metal cable that we can put throughout the house. And we had an example of that right around here somewhere. Where'd it go? Where's the metal cable go? We have it? Where we go? I might have put it up. So MC cable would eliminate this, or you can get what we call filters that go into the home. So let me go and plug these in. And see here, it's got me. So this is the filter we can use that we plugged in at the panel. Okay, and let's see that now and see what this does. Boom, look at all that. So that reduced it tremendously. Now that is a VL2, one of the most recommended frequency meters that I have as far as dirty power filters that we do have. I'm gonna unplug that again. I'm gonna go to one other bigger version here. It does some of the lower frequencies. I'm just kind of curious if we have any improvement. Sometimes we don't need it, but sometimes there's a little better job around below that 5 kilohertz area. So let's see what this comes out to do. Turn this on here. Okay, might kind of see a little lower dip through here. I'm gonna see if there's much of a difference with that other one. So this is the other filter. Yeah, it does. It did a little bit better job through here on the other one. It's around at 10 kilohertz. Yeah, it's a little higher there. Okay, now let's go to the other filter I have here. All right, here it is. Yeah, a little better there. So basically that's the solution. It would be filters at the panel.
Could you use 2 of those filters?
Yeah, we can use 2. Let's plug 2 of those in here now.
Stack them.
See what that would do. We got
Never tried those.
this here. And plug this in. Do 2 of them.
Well, even better still.
Yeah, better still. So you'll have 2 of those, one on both sides of the panel. And there are ways that we could do it. We have some secrets as building biologists and my electrician here that no one else knows here in St. Louis. So what we're doing there is this is current flow that's getting back because of the way the grid's designed. It's current flow that's getting back into the house and should be there. And we know that because we have a magnetic field meter here. This shouldn't be here. There should be 0 magnetic field because there's no power on. Only time you get magnetic field is when you have current flow. And everybody talks about non-ionizing radiation and ionizing. Well, I think, if you look at it, I think current flow actually is ionizing. And that's why it's very important that we reduce this. So this is magnetic fields that walk around here. Okay?
Now we do have 1 circuit on.
Well, that won't matter because we're far enough away from that.
Right. Well, the one that you're plugged into over here.
Right.
But
One's not going to do it. So, because we need more flow throughout the whole house here for that to happen. Now I'm going to go and do this. This is magnetic, and I'm going to turn on the electrical field. Say we know those circuits are not active. Now, is this circuit breaker on?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's find out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on.
it's on.
Yep. So as I could walk around here, this is electrical field. So this is something similar to body voltage, but it's free. I don't have to have it grounded. It's what's free. That's why it's a $2,500 meter here. Plus, I can do. Yeah, I can actually do testing, or actually do data log testing with this as well with my other equipment. So we have electrical field, which comes off the wires. We have current flow, which my personal opinion is AC magnetic field flowing in the actual ground, which is why it's such a toxin that shouldn't be there. So all this stuff over here, and now we're down to 29, but if I unplug my filters, now, back up to 343. So all that shouldn't be in the grid. And it's coming from the grid, not coming from the customer's house.
Right.
All right, thanks so much.